Greetings, folks. Dan Mack here from the Shred Shack, sitting in with Rewired. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
How you doing? I'm Joe Lezo.
Ray Bynum.
How did the band form?
The band started in 2006. I was playing a couple of shows and had a couple of guys. I think in 2009 I met Ray. Met Ray through what? Craigslist?
It was Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist. Yeah. Came over and tried him out, and the rest was history.
Yeah.
Where did the name come from?
The name before that was Wired. It wasn't about drugs, it was about just electricity. I guess when I used to live with my mom, I had a lot of wires thrown in the floor, right? So I got the concept of that. And then after so many years of struggling after year after year after year, I kind of just got a new band, rewired it, and that's where the name came from.
Who would you say are your biggest influences?
Right?
In terms of vocals, obviously, we're very classic rock sounding. Bon Scott, the old AC/DC stuff, as well as the new AC/DC stuff. Buck Cherry's a huge influence. Josh Todd, big influence for me. Skid Row, Sebastian Bach's one of my favorite singers of all time. But, it's just very, very standard tuning, classic rock sound that we go for. So really, all the greats. We love, Aerosmith, Metallica, all the great bands.
Mine is AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Buck Cherry, Chuck Berry, good old 50s stuff. That's where the music comes from.
Now, you guys, I assume, have been the core of the group since you coming in 2009. Now, I would assume then that you had a rotating group of other members.
Yeah.
Have they ever influenced the sound, or would you say that you guys create the core sound?
I think we create the core sound, because it's already there, and in whatever we play, it's already there. So just learn it, and then we go from there.
Okay.
Basically, Joe originally did all the tracks on the demo. He did the drum track, the bass track, the guitar track, and the vocal track. So the songs had been written already, most of them. We did a little bit of writing together, but most of the material was already there when I joined. So basically we took the recorded demo, went back into the studio and redid all the lead vocal tracks with my voice. So if a new member comes along, he's learning. If he's a drummer, he's learning all the drum parts that Joe laid down originally. Yeah. So as far as the recording process goes, that's kind of how it works. In terms of live, we've definitely had some great guys come in and heavily influence the way our live show comes across, and added some of their own originality, but mainly stuck with the songs that were written by Joe.
Reason being because how we switched members so many times, I'd rather just write them down real quick, have them ready, so when a drummer comes in, he knows what to do. Like I don't. Now that we're building our band a little bit bigger, everything's already written down. Our music, my music, everything, the drums, whatever. So once we hit another album, then that's when as a band, we could start together. So it's just timing. Everything is timing. Everything.
We're doing this interview at a pretty exciting time for the band. You guys are getting ready to release your CD, and I believe tomorrow night is the first of two shows you guys are doing to celebrate the release of it.
Yes.
Now, you had mentioned there was a demo earlier. Is this your first actual CD release?
Mm-hmm. This is our first CD release.
Okay. Tell me about the recording of it.
We recorded it on Monster Studios with a buddy of ours named Keith. Amazing guy, real amazing guy. I think he made it sound excellent. He brings out the rock out of a CD. Once you pop it in your car, you know what I mean.
Since you had mentioned that a lot of the songs existed previously, and you guys had new members come in and try to take up the mantle and everything, how old are a lot of these songs? Like, when were they written?
I would say some of them. Honestly, some of them are they date back maybe 99, 2003.
So a lot of them have been in the works for such a long time.
Yeah.
Have they changed at all from the original form?
Some of them have. Some of them have. I've added different stuff on it and made it better. Because I guess so many times how they say you marinate something, after time it just gets better. And I think with these songs that's what happened.
Definitely in terms of the vocal style, the way Joe was singing them was very different from how I came in and sort of sung them the way that I heard them, and when I first heard the music, I immediately thought this is definitely something that I can work with, and they were considering a few other vocalists at the time, and I called him and I said, don't make a decision until you've heard me do something with this, because it's it's very,
he blew my mind. He really
very
did,
rock and roll, and so many of the bands are in town are heavy and tuned down and playing a style that it's not really in my wheelhouse. And when I heard their music, is that rock and roll sound, and that was exactly what I wanted to do. So I sung them kind of the way I would think, like Bon Scott or Josh Todd or somebody would come in and take what was there in kind of a raw form and polish at least the vocal end of it.
I gotta go back to the question you asked me earlier about how old are these songs. I started writing these songs in '95.
Okay.
On '95, and this album is special to me because from '95 to the release of this album, that's my whole life. What I went through. I lost a couple of members. They passed away. Whatever it was, they quit. So in this CD, it's like all my life what I went through. And in a good sense though. In a good sense that we were rocking from teenagers, until now, and this album means a lot to me. It really does. I put my heart and soul into it, so it just hits me pretty good.
You basically said that 22 some odd years of music is right there. Now you have 12 songs here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's a lot more in the tank.
Yeah.
What made you pick these 12 above the others?
Again, the timing of the year that I started to the struggle. It was a struggle every year. Every year was a struggle. I couldn't get a band, and these songs got me through. These 12 songs got me through whatever I went through, and I just felt like each song, I guess you could say, it's part of. I hung out with my buddy, and there's a song in here called "I'll Just Have a Ball." We'll go out and get shit face, whatever, and black out, and it was fun. And the other ones, whatever it was with a female or more friends, more party. It's more like a party CD, like it's fun times. Don't ever have fun as much as you can, and don't how do you say it? Have regrets, and that's the way I see it.
I had mentioned before that you guys are doing 2 shows for the release of this CD. We have tomorrow night, October 13th, at Bonds, and then we're doing the 14th at Fitzgerald's.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything special planned for those 2 shows, out of the ordinary perhaps, for your shows?
Yeah, we do.
No secrets yet?
Yeah, no secrets. You gotta go to the show.
Okay.
It's I guess over the many years that we've been doing it, I think it'll be fun. You gotta go and see it.
Yeah, does it have any more shows, like a tour planned, anything like that?
Yeah, after this we're gonna plan a couple more. Hopefully by More shows for the end of the year. I just saw on my calendar we have one in November 5th or 11th. Sidewinder with Sidewinder.
Okay, yeah, I know. It's the was it Veterans?
5th or 11th?
Not Veterans Day. Is it Veterans Day?
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we're on that one.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, whoa, I blew my mind. I forgot about it, you know. So.
That's always cool because I'm gonna be at that show.
Yeah, oh yeah? Yeah. Every show, I give it, we both give it all we got, you know. I play like it's my last, and I love every show that I play. Even though the last show we did was chaos, whatever, I didn't like it, but I still tried my best, you know.
Speaking short term and long term, what does the future hold for Rewired?
I take it one day at a time. I take it one day at a time. I try not to look too far, because I guess when you do that, things start to crumble, you know. So I'd rather just take it like we've been doing it since day one, whatever, you know, just take it one day at a time, enjoy what we got right now. Right now, we're enjoying the release of our album, you know, that's really, it means a lot to me. I'm really enjoying it. We've worked hard for this album, you know, we busted our ass for this album, you know, and hope people like it.
Okay, so now we're going to do the lightning round.
Okay.
Just a series of questions, answer as quickly as possible. We'll start, and just one after the other answer. First question, boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Briefs.
Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Chicken.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Tea.
Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Waffles.
Elvis Presley or the Beatles?
Elvis.
Elvis.
Black Sabbath, do you prefer Dio singing or Ozzy?
Ozzy.
Okay. Who would win in an arm wrestling match, Lemmy or God?
Oh, Lemmy, of course.
Lemmy. I'll say Lemmy.
Trick question, Lemmy is God.
Lemmy is God.
Nice.
According to Meatloaf, he would do anything for love, but he won't do that. What wouldn't you do for love?
Not a damn thing.
Quite a few things.
Well, I guess I'll do.
I'm not bending over. Sorry.
Yeah. Same here. Same boat, man. I ain't fucking bending over.
Sum up Metallica's last 15 years in 3 words or less.
Good.
Changed. Sound changed, but love them.
Yeah, still love 'em.
Sound changed.
If the band were stranded on a desert island, who gets eaten first?
Ray. I like white people. I like my white meat. Nah, I think Richard. He has the most meat of all.
Richard.
He has the most meat of all. So.